Mercury is a fast-moving planet. It represents, in astrology, your thinking, communication. It represents the facts. It represents information. It represents reality in a lot of ways, because you're using these facts and information to prove the reality that you're in, or at least have an explanation for it that isn't based on belief or isn't based on faith or how you feel. So this is all logical things. So Mercury, to me, when I look at astrology, I like to use the planets as an individual and the houses as a place that these individuals are going. So with Mercury, I would say Mercury is this researcher slash scientist that is now being placed into the 7th house. And the 7th house is the house that governs Libra. Now, the house that governs Libra, what does that represent? It is Venus, Venusian type energy. And this energy is all about pleasure. It is all about beauty, the arts. It's all about creativity. It's all about the feminine energy. It would be the equivalent of placing this researcher slash scientist at a spa retreat where there are beautiful women and even men that are catering to this individual, whether Mercury is a male or female, whatever, to their whims. It's a pleasurable energy that Venus represents, and it represents partnership. It represents friends, but more so one-on-one partnerships and one-on-one friends. So that's something else to keep in mind. So when you take these two things and you combine them, what you get is a person that thinks about pleasure a lot, a person that thinks about the opposite sex a lot, a person that thinks about communicating and being in union with the opposite sex a lot. So these people are really good at talking themselves into a relationship that they possibly don't even want, because it's air. This is the house of air, and Mercury is also a very logical energy too. So a lot of times this energy produces situations where they're talking to you in a loving way, and they're talking to you in a way that pleases your ears, but they really don't mean that, because logically speaking, they know they have no business with you. They talk like this to a lot of people in a very loving and pleasurable way and understanding way. You're not the only one that's like that. So these people are very suave with the way that they speak. Their thoughts, a lot of times they're very balanced in the way that they think. They don't oftentimes run into a lot of mental health issues for the most part with this placement. It's a very balanced mental state. But when an imbalance does occur, that can cause them to have like mental health issues and whatnot, because they are so reliant on balance. So that's the weakness with that, is when something does imbalance them, you can really see it now. You can really see the mental imbalance. You can really see the heartbreak. If they really do care about somebody, you will really see it on them. If they really cared about a relationship, it would really mess them up. If they really cared about something and they thought it was supposed to be balanced and something wasn't fair and wasn't unjust, it would really ruffle their feathers. So I would say the pros for this sign, to just stick to the pros. The pros for this combination, the pros for this combination is you are really good at being a mediator. You are really good at finding and understanding what other people need and communicating that to them, being fair, being just. You could be a good lawyer. You could be a good negotiator, not just a mediator, a negotiator. So because you're good at just making things fair for people, because you think that way. You're coming from a place, the thoughts that you receive are from a place, because the 7th house is about other people. So the thoughts that you receive in that house, the books that you're reading as a researcher in the 7th house, burn bridges forever. The only redeemable quality from Aries is that they can be forgetful, or their anger is very quick. So they can be quick to anger and quick to let go of the anger. So that's the only redeemable quality of it. So sometimes you can catch an Aries forgetting about the issue and they got over it anymore because they're not angry anymore. They don't take that long to be angry. If they got Scorpio placements though, definitely they hold on to grudges. So back to Libra, the Libra energy that governs the 7th house. Like I said, they think in a way where everything is okay and they're not really trying to ruffle the feathers. So let's say a few more positive things about this placement. I mean, a few more negative things actually, and then I'll wrap this up. The last negative things I would say is they can be liars. So, and it's funny because Libra has the word lie in the name, and I'm not calling them liars outright. I'm just saying the energy that they are associated with can become a lying type energy because they are so intent on finding balance and keeping status quo, keeping everything even keel, that they might even sacrifice a lie. You know, if a lie can keep the peace, you shall lie. You know, if a lie can keep you from fucking doing such and such to somebody that you're gonna regret, I'm gonna lie. You know, it's always about keeping the peace. So they can be liars for no reason sometimes, or liars for big reasons. So that's just something to pay attention to. They can have a lot of lovers, players. They can have a lot of lovers because they're smooth talkers, they're smooth communicators. They know how to talk to almost everybody, and not a lot of people at once, but just one-on-one. They know how to talk to you very well. But that's all I'm gonna say about this placement. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I was a little bit distracted because it was